What's going on, guys? Welcome to another episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming, the show where we talk about gaming news. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
And a quick reminder to make sure to play Rayman Legends and Beyond Two Souls, both offer free on PlayStation Plus this month. Make sure to play those. Come back at the end of the month for Plus Club. Let us know what we thought of them. We'll let you know what we thought of them. And our game of the month is Portal Knights. It's one of those weird voxel-based island games where you go from one place to another. There's leveling, all that kind of stuff. We're going to be playing that this month. Also, make sure to come back at the end of the month for Game of the Month. And if you missed Plus Club and Game of the Month for last month, make sure to go back and check those out. Another quick reminder, make sure to join the Discord. If you want to talk to us at any time, talk with the rest of the community, post some weird shit. I recently did some weird Mega Bloks fucking anime crossover thing, and go check out those pictures if you want. Make sure to join that down in the description. And also, a lot of people have asked for it over a while now. We are now on iTunes and other whatever popular podcast hubs you're listening to podcasts on. So make sure to follow us on there if you'd like to listen to us, and leave us a review if you wouldn't mind doing that. That'd be great. I know Paul, who's been on the show before, listens to us on there on iTunes and left us a review, which was very much appreciated. Thank you, Paul. And yeah, so with that, we have 3 bits of news. This week is kind of a little bit slow, so we apologize ahead of time. But I also wanted to say, another real quick reminder, Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a trailer coming out this Wednesday. If you're wondering where that is, blah, 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 we will have a review, or not review, a fucking reaction. Thank you. We'll have a reaction video to that, so look out for that. But yeah, first bit of news, kind of a short thing, but according to the official E3 2018 exhibitor directory, CD Projekt Red will be in attendance with an unspecified RPG for PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and PC. A lot of people are speculating it will be Cyberpunk 2077. Some people are saying that they don't know what it'll be, but it might be something else. It's unlikely it will be Witcher 4, but hey, I wouldn't complain with that either. It's also worth mentioning, too, with this, that CD Projekt Red opened a new studio in Wrocław. I don't know how to say that. Poland. Let me know in the comments if you do know how to say that. To aid in the development of Cyberpunk 2077. I did not know that, but it's pretty interesting. And also another thing, it won't have microtransactions, and it's supposed to be more ambitious than The Witcher 3. What do we think about the confirmation that CD Projekt Red is going to be there at E3? They're going to be having a game there. Although it is specific in saying that they're going to allow people to play it in the back room. Most likely there will be a presentation. What do you hope it is? And if it is Cyberpunk, which probably is, what do you want to see?
I mean, I would be really surprised if it wasn't Cyberpunk, just because that's, the next game on the list for them. I'd be really disappointed, actually, if they announced another project, mostly not because I don't want to see them make more stuff, as much as the same reason Naughty Dog didn't show off Last of Us last E3. Mm-hmm. They wanted to give the spotlight to.
That's another thing I want to see.
To Lost Legacy, is that what it's called?
Yep. It's a great game. Play it.
So I mean, that would be, I think, a disservice to the game that's closer to release if they came out and announced something else. As far as what I want to see, I anything in engine would be nice. I would prefer gameplay, but just seeing something in engine would be great. Before it was just a teaser trailer, and it was gorgeous.
Very cool.
Yeah, but definitely not the game. So, I don't know. People are gonna have hands-on. They'll have gameplay. So, I hope they show it.
That's what I was thinking too. If they're gonna be having people try it in the back room or whatever, without cameras, possibly, the game is in a playable state. So, and that they had a whole other studio open up to work on this, that's going to up production quite a bit. So, which also screams to me that this is a big project if they had to grow the fucking production on it.
I didn't know they opened a new studio, but I know they've been consistently hiring.
Yeah. So, which is crazy. So this has to be a big fucking game. But yeah, I'm with you. It better be Cyberpunk. If it's not, no big deal, but I will be disappointed in the same sense, just because we've got nothing from this game at all. So the hype is getting I still am hyped. I don't want to lose that on something else. So it'd be the perfect time to spring it on us. As for what I'd like to see from them, I would love to see something in engine. I would love to see gameplay. But the biggest thing, even if it's a CG trailer, the biggest thing I want to know what the fuck you're going to be doing in the game. I want someone to sit there and talk to us about what to expect from this game, because I'm already excited for it. I want to know more info on it, and they haven't said shit on it pretty much. Yeah, so I mean, like, information's the biggest thing. But yes, absolutely, I want to see gameplay. If I get any of that, I'm gonna fucking freak out. Like, I've been so fucking pumped on this game for so long. I know you have too. I know people in the community also have been very excited for this game. It's easily top 3 most anticipated games for E3. Of course, Last of Us 2 is also in that top 3. I don't know what the third one is. I'll figure that one out later. But yeah, I'm really excited for it. I just hope it is that. If it's something else, like I said, cool. If it's a new IP, cool. If it's Witcher related, whatever. But they also said that they are going to be showing off Gwent. This is not the same thing. This is going to be something completely different. So yeah, anything else you want to say on that?
No.
Please.
Yeah, I think we're a little over a month away from E3 at this point. So,
best case scenario, worst case scenario, they're like, we have a new mobile game for The Witcher coming out. You're gonna build a
dude, people would fucking throw their computer monitors.
Best case scenario, they go fucking really cool fucking CGI trailer, boom, fucking gets like dark, quiet. That plays, everybody freaks out. Then they show gameplay. Then they talk about it. That'd be amazing.
That'd be cool.
I want it so bad. I'm gonna get really disappointed with all this overhype. Let me know in the comments. What do you want to see from CD Projekt Red? Are you excited? Do you think it's gonna be Cyberpunk? Do you think it's gonna be something else? I think the big money is Cyberpunk for sure. But let me know anything you're thinking about when it comes to this and CD Projekt Red at E3. And what are you excited for E3? It's coming up very soon. Second bit news.
So Daybreak Game Company recently laid off an unspecified number of staff. They are the developer of H1Z1, by the way. That game just left early access on PC and is coming free to play on PS4 here soon, I believe. And they also, I think, just released a Auto Royale beta mode for the PC version. So a lot of new stuff came out of this game, and now that they've done layoffs, a quote here is essentially realigning workforce to better position the company for the future. Because of this, we have had to make extremely difficult decision to part ways with some employees across various disciplines of the studio, and we are doing everything we can to take care of the affected individual by providing them an appropriate transition assistance. They go on to say basically that they're still focused on publishing and developing large-scale games. One last thing to add to this, they had an anonymous ex-employee talk about it, and they said the company's always been super tight-lipped. They wouldn't really announce layoffs, and all of a sudden you'd look up and people weren't there anymore. So what do we take from all of this?
Yeah, I'm gonna say what you're gonna say, and what we always say when it comes to this shit. We don't like to see anybody get laid off anywhere, but especially in gaming, because we saw a long time there where companies were just disappearing. So it's always shitty to see that, and it's shitty to know people are losing their jobs, specifically when people who are running the place don't see value in them anymore for whatever reason. So that really sucks. Hopefully these people find somewhere else to work. Maybe over there at PUBG or Fortnite, which would be kind of a spit in the face. This is really interesting because, like you said, this just left early access. It's going free to play or whatever. It's coming to PS4. I think it's going to do pretty well on PS4 because it's going to be the only other like PUBG type experience. It's not Fortnite. Fortnite obviously competes, but it's not the same. But I don't know, this kind of seems like, because H1Z1's been around for a while, they made this mode before the other two, wasn't the original, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it's like you built a ship, you're out sailing, and then like a bigger ship that's Fortnite and a bigger ship that's PUBG fucking shot your fucking ship. And to make sure, like, while you're trying to repair it, to like make it to wherever you're going, you throw people overboard. And it kind of seems like the whole reconfiguring thing is them reorganizing their company to... the game's finished. They probably don't need people on development as much anymore. They need to save money because they're probably reorganizing to start competing in like advertising and all that shit against PUBG and Fortnite. So I think it sounds kind of shitty to me. It sounds like they're like, okay, well, all the hard work's done. Now we just need people to keep updating the game. The engine's done. All that server shit's done. Thanks for the work. We need like one guy to maintain that. And, I'm speculating, but that's what it sounds like to me because you said it's out of early access. It sounds like they don't need people anymore. They just need to be able to compete because they're trying to make a comeback. It's a really strong push to get back or to get onto PS4. And they got competition, but they don't have a lot of competition. They just have big competition. So it's still the right time if they're going to make a move to go after this. So, sounds like politics. Sounds really shitty. I played H1Z1 when it first came out. Wasn't a big fan of it. I'm more of an Arma guy, or DayZ guy. So, but I will probably try it out. So, but I don't know. After this, kind of changed my opinion. What do you think?
Well, I thought it was funny when you started talking about what it sounds like they're doing, because my first thought with this whole thing was the hard work's done.
Yeah.
Now it's maintenance time.
Yep.
And
you don't need as much people.
Minimize cost, maximize profits. Yep. So, which hopefully isn't what the reason they're doing this, but it sounds like it. It really does. It sounds like they want to make as much off it as they can, which, I mean, it's a business. I get they're in it to make money. I just hate when companies make the decision to make profits by downsizing.
Konami.
Yeah, I don't know. This is just all around. It's bad, obviously for all these people, and I feel for them. Fortunately, a lot of times in the tech industry, unless something really goes wrong, you're usually given a certain amount of time, and then you're given a what is that, severance? I think is what it's called. Mm-hmm. So, and a lot of times too with these kind of layoffs, you'll see other companies on Twitter be like, "Hey, hit us up." Mm-hmm. So,
but these guys are so small. I'd almost feel like other indie developers might be on this, but not in the same regard of like when like a big company goes under. Like, yeah, that's like fucking seen all over the place. I'm like this, especially with them like being like really hush hush about it within the fucking company too, because obviously they don't want people talking about this.
Well, I noticed down here too, I guess the company used to be Sony Online Entertainment. So that's the company that made EverQuest, PlanetSide, and DC Online.
That is interesting because I remember when H1Z1 was first coming out, they're saying from the people who brought you, I believe, PlanetSide or EverQuest.
Yeah.
One of the two things.
I thought, obviously, EverQuest probably has a very small player base compared to, obviously, what it used to at this point. And last I heard, PlanetSide was kind of doing,
Well, I don't know about PlanetSide, but I know PlanetSide 2 fucking died.
Is dead?
I mean, last time I played, I saw one guy running around.
Okay. Well, then that's my point.
Literally.
So they're probably hurting for money pretty bad. Yeah.
Well,
the other thing I was just gonna say real quick is, a lot of these games, you have the experience. You could always take the risk and make your own game too. I mean, it's easier than ever now. I'm sure you guys know more than I do at this point.
Definitely.
But I mean, there's plenty of opportunities out there. Especially in the PC world. So
it's just funny because there's these dudes out there, these companies out there who are, you can tell are just trying to get on that fucking wave and make some money, and that's fine. I can understand that. If you make a good game, you make a good game. But like H1Z1 came out of the explosion that was DayZ. Now that's over. But like they also tried to make a DayZ game, and I always called it DayZ Light because it was a very fucking light version, and the community was super friendly, which is weird. I mean, that's not a bad thing, but I remember I was running around and some dude came up. He's like, "Oh, you need some water?" I was like, "What?" He's like, "What? You need some water?" And I'm like, he like gave me a water bottle. I'm like, "Did you put something in this?" He's like, "No." I'm like, okay, and I drank it. DayZ, fucking that guy would have shot me miles out.
You're like, don't move.
Yeah, I was like really on edge, and this guy comes up. He's like, "Oh, you look thirsty." I'm like, "Okay, thanks." So it didn't work out there. I mean, some people played it obviously, but like it didn't have the same kind of impact as DayZ. And then they went and did the Battle Royale thing, which was way fucking before, and they almost did it too early. So now they're trying to ride that wave again. So it seems like whoever's running the company is absolutely like just like
trying to hit what's hot.
Yeah, and all companies are. I mean, in some way, but like between this and that, I kind of get a gist of what we're dealing with here. So I don't know. It's shitty. Hopefully it works out. Like I said, I'm gonna try this, but I don't have high hopes. But I am curious because I haven't played H1Z1 since it first got released. So anything else you gonna say on that?
No, that's a bummer.
Yeah. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about the layoffs? What do you think the reason is? What do you think about H1Z1? Have you played it? Do you want to play it? Are you going to play it on PS4? Are you currently playing it on PC? Has it changed quite a bit? Let me know in the comments because I haven't played this in a long time. It looks fucking way different. And yeah, let us know everything you're thinking about when it comes to that. Last bit of news. Stardew Valley is apparently one step closer to bringing multiplayer to the main game. Right now, if you're on PC, you can opt in to the new beta that allows you to try out the co-op play. Now, the co-op play, well, to let you know how to do it, apparently you can right-click in your library on Steam and select properties, go into Betas tab, type in Jumping Junimos, Junimos, all one word, and then click check code button, and that'll opt you in. So
Well, almost. So I just did it before we actually started recording.
Okay.
So after
you
you
got experience one.
after you hit the check code, it'll say it's successful, and then the drop down menu above it will have, instead of having just an opt out, it'll actually have a thing that says opt into beta at that point.
Okay.
So and then you do that, your game will update. It's super tiny update, takes a couple seconds, and then you have the beta version of the game.
Easy peasy. So yeah, it says in Stardew Valley's new multiplayer, you can host your own farm, up to 3 other friends, which is kind of crazy because I thought it was going to be like 2-player co-op.
I thought it was going to be 2 as well.
So this is actually fucking kind of a big. Not. I'll just continue. Other friends can live with you on your farm, and you'll need to either build them cabins to live in or use pre-built ones. Cabins are cheap, so it should be easy to get your friends in the game fairly early. You'll all share the farm, your money, and world updates, while inventory, skills, and NPC relationships will be kept separate. I kind of like
neat.
that.
Yeah.
You can choose whether you want your friends on your Steam/GOG list to be able to join, and if you'd like your farm to be invite only, meaning only those with invitations or invite codes will be able to join your server. Yeah. So what do we think about being able to host a instance for up to 3 people on your farm? And what do you think about the details of what you're going to be sharing, what you're going to be keeping separately?
Well, the first thing I want to say is Concerned Ape, the guy who made the game. I think he's actually been very mildly involved in multiplayer. There's a guy from Chucklefish who's been doing the multiplayer framework for the game.
That old fucking, that's like Bigfoot. I keep hearing about that guy.
There's 2 people working on this game.
Weird.
So it's
Every time I'm like, the multiplayer's still not out, and everybody's like, there's one person working on it. And I'm like, huh. And then later I'm like, where's the multiplayer? And people are like, it's one dude in a fucking small closet with a laptop working on it. And I'm just like, And now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, yeah.
I mean, really, it's a lot of work, especially because it was a game that a dude made as a passion project. Probably didn't even have an idea of what he was doing for multiplayer stuff, because networking is a whole different monster than game dev.
Oh, fuck networking.
So,
God.
I'm glad they got it to work. I'm excited to try it. I'm excited that it's up to 4 player. I think it's cool they get to live on your farm and have their own progress, but the farm's progress is shared.
Yeah.
I think it's a really neat system. I hope it plays as well as it sounds. Obviously, it's in beta, so I'm not gonna like be too hard on it.
Oh yeah, now's not the time to be judgmental about it.
But I'm excited because I played the crap out of this game when it first came out, and I haven't touched it since because I've been just kind of like I'm waiting for the multiplayer essentially, or when I have some downtime between games, because this is one of those games that I sit down and I'm just that's it. That's all I'm playing. So,
is this game on our game of the month list?
I will check.
We should add it.
But yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I'm glad they actually are able to like bring something, and it's kind of cool because he doesn't talk a lot on Twitter, but he does make sure to come in every once in a while and be like, hey, we haven't forgot about it. Still working on it. Mm-hmm. Got some news for you coming soon.
I'm sure they hear all the fucking time from people about it though. I mean, like, so like my takeaway from this is like, I say this a lot, but like me and Chevy are really bad about picking up like everything when it comes out. And this is one of those games that I picked up The hype was big or whatever. I played it for a little bit and it's cool, but like I bought it originally for the multiplayer because they were talking about it when the game first came out.
Yes.
And I was like, I'll just hold out for the multiplayer because I wanted to play this game with people, and it's finally coming out. It's been a while, but I mean, I'm pretty fresh on this game. I played it for like an hour maybe, so this will be a new experience almost for me. But this is awesome because it sounds better than what I hoped for. Originally, I thought it'd just be like a two-person co-op experience where you just kind of help the other person build their fucking farm. And it kind of sounds like that, but having 4 people is crazy. You're gonna be able to do so much shit with 4 people. I mean, it's up in production times 4. So, I mean, like,
Oh, yeah.
you're going to get a lot of shit done. And I like that people can bring in their own skills and NPC relationships. One of the videos I watched was questioning what's going to happen if you try and have a relationship with somebody who someone else is also trying to have a relationship with. So that could add some fucking drama to the old Stardew Valley. And yeah, it sounds really fun. Once this is up and running and working well, I mean, I'm gonna want to try it for sure. Because this game, and a lot of people say this, I'm only speaking out of my slight experience with it, but a lot of people talk about it. This game's one of those Zen games where you can kind of just like do monotonous tasks in a good way, go collect this, go do whatever, go talk to people, go buy this, go do that. And doing that with friends is those things are always good for me to zone out with, especially if I'm like listening to music or listening to a podcast, something like that. I'm just like doing stuff like that. I don't mind. I actually love games like that. But being able to do that with like 3 other people will be a really good like shared experience in my opinion, because just like in Minecraft and other games where you can do like you can cultivate like a farm, there is like a really fun shared experience of creating something together, which is always really fun. And I mean, I don't gotta tell anybody, but like Stardew Valley obviously has such a cool charm to it that it'll be fun to play with people. People fucking love this game. I think I was watching some podcast recently and fucking Bobby Lee was talking about it for like an hour. And half time he's just saying stuff about like dicks and nipples and stuff like that. And then he's like, I like Stardew Valley a lot. I was like,
It's a great game.
cool, dude. I'm glad everyone loves this game. So,
I'm
yeah.
also thrilled for the guy who made it. This is one of those cases, where
He's rich.
yeah, well, yes, but you got this one guy with an idea of something he wants to play. I mean, that's how Warframe handles, or DE handles Warframe. They're making a game they want to play, type of thing. And I think you get some of the best games that way when Path of Exile is the other one.
Yep.
They're just making games that they want to play, and you're welcome to do it with them.
Yeah, I can't think of a whole lot of games where the developer's like, I'm going to make a game I want to play, and it's bad. I mean, anyone could say that, but typically when you hear that, you see it. Like, Path of Exile is a full fucking game.
Oh, yeah.
Warframe is an ever-growing fucking universe of content. And Stardew Valley, of course, is a pay-for game, but, like, you can tell that motherfucker poured his soul into the game. It's not a hollow experience. It is actually really impressive to know that some dude made that.
Yeah.
Some rich dude with a buddy in a closet working on networking, and he's the fucking MVP. He's the new concerned ape now. That guy should be proud that this is actually coming out finally.
Chucklefish is paying the dude, so
Chucklefish can, as long as they don't lay off anybody, they can all be happy, and I'm happy for them. And I want to try this. I should probably sign into the beta because I think I have this on PC as well. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say on that?
No,
it's cool. It's cool.
This is, I think, refreshing as well because we all were into Cube World.
Oh, yeah.
And they just stopped talking.
Rest in peace.
So
I love Cubweb.
This is one of those games where I was kind of afraid that was going to happen again, where like he's like, oh, I'm rich, I'm done. And obviously he's not done.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. There's also, I guess, new single player content in the beta as well.
Really?
So, yep. So we're still adding stuff.
Is this going to come out for consoles eventually? I'm sure it will.
When it's not in beta, I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah. Huh.
And I own it on Switch, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool to play this on Switch. It'd be a cool, like, portable game to play. Anything else? Let us know in the comments. What do you think about Stardew Valley's new multiplayer? Are you going to opt into the beta? Did you buy it for something else? What are you hoping to do with your friends, and let me know everything you're thinking about when it comes to that game. Or are you like, fuck Stardew Valley? Are you like the one person ever to say that? Because I've never seen one. Maybe you can be the first. But that's going to do it for this episode of Tasty Tuesday on Tasty Loot Gaming. As always, thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this episode. Make sure to check out our other episodes. Check us out on Tumblr, Twitter, and Facebook, and iTunes, and all those other podcast areas. At Tasty Loot Gaming. Check out the streams on Twitch at Tasty Senpai, all one word. And join the Discord. My name's Seth.
I'm Chevy.
Until the next episode, which will probably be Wednesday for a React video, now that I remember the word. But until then, have a good week, guys, and take it easy.